Briggs, you're always up first. Give us your 2 keys to the blueprint of beating the Bengals.
Well, you got to start with collapse the pocket. This is the same offensive line that got Joe Burrow done for the 2025 season. So collapse the pocket, keep them away from getting the ball to Jamar Chase. But listen, this offense is ranked 29th in the league. They have players, but they don't play well together.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting too to see what quarterback is the quarterback that actually plays.
Right.
Flacco's
hurting a little
Joe
bit.
Flacco has an AC sprain in his shoulder.
What the Flacco?
Can't feel good.
Have either of you ever had an AC sprain in your shoulder?
I had a slight one in college. It did not feel good, but I wasn't a quarterback.
Right.
So throwing the ball with a sprained AC
But as a
joint
running
can't feel
back,
good.
you need your shoulder.
Yeah, true,
Were you able
true.
to play through it?
Yeah, I played through it. Yeah.
Would they give you the?
Yeah, I might have had a little something.
Gave you a little medicine.
Yeah, a
Give
little
you
something.
Little medicine.
For the
How about
pain.
you, Briggs? You ever had?
Little pick me up. Little pick me up.
Yeah.
Did you ever have one, Briggs, or did you never get hurt?
Yeah, I've had it. Yeah, I've had a sprained AC joint. Yes.
What is it like for someone that's just
a tough guy? A tough guy.
Yeah,
Is that
tough
what
guy
you
that's
mean?
never
A
gotten
tough
hurt.
guy, huh?
Yeah.
It hurts. It's painful. All the injuries are painful. You remember the finger bruise where there's a finger bruise you get and it's on your nail, and they have to burn a hole into it for the blood to be released. It is the worst. But it happens. If it happens on your pinky, you can't. It's throbbing pain. It can be something as small as that, as big as an ACL. All of it's painful. But how bad do you want to play?
Right.
Do you want to get on the field? Do you want to play? What do you want to do? And all of us know. Listen, there's a pain that we know that we can't. We're a liability to our teammates on the field. We know when we get there. Outside of that, put us on the field and let us play, coach.
Because everybody's playing through pain.
Everybody.
Nobody's out there that's just perfectly healthy, that's playing at 100%. Everybody's going through some type of situation. They're dealing with something.
So when you're talking about the finger bruise and the bleeding under your fingernail, as a bricklayer working with a hammer every day, that would happen once a year minimum. So one year I hit my thumb with my hammer at work, and I couldn't fix it until I got home. My wife's a nurse. So she's trustworthy.
Did you not know where your thumb was? When you were him?
And so
Here
the pressure was so bad. Not to get off track here, but this is a great story. So I'm in the kitchen just crying because when I get hurt, I am a baby about it. Whether I'm sick or I'm
crier?
He was screaming. Yeah.
Screaming?
Just
screaming.
Relax. All right, you two, relax.
Screaming.
And
at the top of his lungs.
The pressure was so bad, so we get the needle, we heat it up, poke the hole through, and as Jenny pokes the hole through, it shot out like a geyser, and the pressure from it of the release made me pass out. And I
passed out?
I passed out.
My
can't
goodness.
control it.
How much blood was there?
I can't control it. It was the pressure. And I literally woke up, and Jenny, it's like 2 seconds later, Jenny's like holding me, and I'm on the
Come on, G
floor.
Money.
I swear to God. Don't give
Some
me that
stories,
look.
G Money.
Some stories got to go to the grave, Holmes. You
We will bring that one up constantly. That was never going to die. You should not have told us that.
Yeah. She poked the hole. I went,
and then you passed out. Right. Lord of mercy.
I was the screamer. All right, Briggs. Key number 2. No more stories.
Listen, let's defensively, let's execute the game plan. Don't shoot yourself in the foot. This is the last ranked defense in the NFL. So if we don't make mistakes, if we don't make our self-induced mistakes, we should take care of business. We should produce in this game.
Yeah, I mean, it does feel a little different. Like, Bears fans, I guess, are going to be a little weary going into this week because statistically the Bengals are one of the worst, if not the worst defense in football.
They are.
But we went through this last week with the Ravens where statistically they were one of the worst defenses in football.
We gave up a lot.
But I think the Ravens defense probably was a little more deceiving, and their numbers didn't represent the talent they have on that side of the ball, especially with Roquan Smith coming back from an injury. I don't know if the Bengals have anyone that's coming to save them, so to speak.
I don't know anyone that's going to save the Bengals defense.
Well, and even worse, it sounds like Trey Hendrickson
it sounds like Trey
might not play. There's a chance he might not even play in this game, and if that's the case, that's going to make
they're in a lot of trouble.
Even harder on the Bengals. So, all right, Jerry, fire away your 2 keys to beating the Bengals.
2 keys. Well, first up, it's eliminating penalties. We all know, it's very hard to win in the NFL. And you can't do things to just kind of shoot yourself in the foot and make it difficult to win games. So let me pull something up real quick. I got to read this thing so that I don't mess it all up.
Got it.
Penalties per game, the Bears are 31st, right? Penalty yards per game, the Bears are 31st. Offensive penalties, they're tied for 29th. And lastly, penalty differential, they are dead last. Dead last. So, look, I mean, if you're a great team, you do not create penalties on yourself, obviously. You look at people like Tom Brady, for example. He talks about, eliminating all types of mistakes. And the one mistake that you can definitely eliminate are the penalties, especially the pre-snap penalties. So the Bears, for whatever reason, they have been doing double-digit penalties, it seems like, for a lot of games. And they have to try to fix that because it's hard to win and beat your opponent. But if you're beating yourself as well, you make it very impossible to win. So they have to clean some things up. And I hate using that word, clean it up. Like, they need to just eliminate that.
Yeah, I mean.
And figure it out.
At least cut them in half. There's 10 penalties a game. I mean, this was Scott Bair. We brought this up earlier in the week, and I'll share it with you guys. But Scott Bair from Marquee Network, who does a great job, said, per NFLpenalties.com, the Bears have been flagged 64 times for 533 yards. That's the second highest per game penalty count in the league. Now listen to this, conspiracy theorists. Bears opponents have been only flagged 36 times for 254 yards, second lowest per game count in the league. So not only
they don't cheat as much.
Yeah, this is crap. I'm not going to hold the refs completely accountable for all the Bears penalties. They hold their responsibility in the large majority of those penalties. But what the heck, Jerry? The other team isn't getting flagged at all. All the whistles are going on us.
You can control the penalties, especially pre-snap, and the Bears have not been out of control with that. And that's a discipline thing. They got to start focusing. They need more discipline. I don't know how you actually put all this stuff together, but they have to figure it out right now. Like we don't have time to waste and time to wait for them to come on and figure out, okay, we can't false start. They got to figure it out right now.
Yeah, I agree.
Grown men.
All right.
Grown men.
Second up here, what you got for us?
The second one is the offense needs to score touchdowns. Look, we talk about the money that jingles with field goals, and they do a great job at that, especially in the red zone. But when we get into the red zone, I want to see touchdowns. That's what I want to see. I want to see money that folds. I want to see people scoring touchdowns. I want to see pay dirt. I want to see touchdown after touchdown after touchdown. Like, field goals are good, but field goals will get you beat in certain situations. We saw last week the Bears could have went up by 14 points, but they went up 6 points, and then the Ravens scored a touchdown. Now they're down by a point. So in the NFL, like I said, it's hard to win games. But if you're in the red zone specifically, they need to dial up things where they are scoring touchdowns. I want to see Colston Loveland. I want to see him. He's a big body, and I think that they need to utilize him more in the red zone.
Number
DJ
10
Moore,
pick.
obviously. He is a number 10 pick. The running game, the Bears do a good job with running the football, but for some reason, once they get in the red zone, they get close, they don't punch the ball in the end zone. Score touchdowns should be the goal. That's what I want to see. Field goals are cool, but I want to see the ball in the end zone.
Hey, Brad, do you realize we have the number 1 and number 10 pick on offense?
We do.
Yep, we have the number 1 pick, the number 9 pick with Rome, and the number 10 pick with Colston and Darnell Wright.
Look, we talk about
4 top 10 picks.
That's a lot.
We should be able to score points, right?
Yeah.
Touchdowns. We need to score touchdowns.
Well, if
field goals are cool, but it's time for some touchdowns. I want to see it's time for them to take the next step forward. We are getting into the red zone. Now we have to capitalize, convert these drives, convert the third down conversions, and then score in the red zone.
They lead the league in explosive plays, passing and rushing.
Yeah.
They by a full extra, they have 8.1 explosive plays per game. The second most is the Rams at 7.1 explosive plays per game. So they're moving the ball.
Get into the red
Where
zone.
do we rank in scoring?
They are. I think they're 5 of 16 in the red zone this year.
Where do we rank in scoring?
Right.
Steven, can you find that? Can you find that stat?
I can find that.
That's more important than explosive plays. That's more important than all these numbers and
they're
all
both
of this stuff that we're
Well,
talking.
I think the most important is red zone efficiency.
Right.
You know, once you get into that red zone, it's all about scoring points, and that's what good teams do. Now, you have Williams, right? It's time for him to take the next step forward. I want to see a game changer. I want to see him change the game, especially in the red zone. When you're in the red zone, figure out a way to get into the end zone, whether you have to run it or whether you have to scramble around and be creative. Score points. If you look at the really good teams with the good quarterbacks like the Chiefs and things like that, like they figure out ways in the red zone to get the balls to their playmakers, or Mahomes creatively figures out a way to get into the end zone. And that's
when
what
they get in the red zone. But when they get in the red zone, the percent of the ball going to Travis Kelce over the years, it jumps. Like he's going to throw it to Travis Kelce on most years. Now this might be a
going
different
to score
year.
a touchdown.
Right, because they want to score a touchdown. They go to their 6'8" tight end. You know what I mean? We have a guy like that in similar fashion.
We have two guys like
that. He's a top 10 pick. Utilize him. Use him.
Yeah, I'm waiting for it to happen. I haven't seen it happen consistently enough, and now's the time where they have to take the next step forward to make it happen, especially in this game. Like this game, the Cincinnati Bengals defense is not really that good. They're not good at stopping the run, and on the back end, they give up a lot of explosive plays. They give up a lot of yards and a lot of points. So this is one game where I expect to see a lot of touchdowns being scored, not field goals, touchdowns.
So I did get that number. So the Bears, when they reach the red zone, they've scored a touchdown on 47.8% of their red zone trips. That's 26th in the league. If there is one reason for optimism here with our number 10 pick, Colston Loveland, the Bengals have given up 10 touchdowns to tight ends already this season. They've also given up 594 receiving yards. Both of those lead the league. I mean, Cole Kmet also got a limited practice. I think we should see some more tight end efficiency here on Sunday.
This defense allows 31.6 points per game.
They gave up 39 points
yards.
to the Jets. The Jets are allergic to scoring touchdowns.
Yeah.
Allergic. And they gave up 39 points and lost that game at home. So this thing is set up for the Chicago Bears to do some damage. I want to see it. I need to see it right now.
Yeah. No arguments here. They got to start stepping up, and they will. I promise. I never lied. I've never lied. Don't shake your head like that, Briggs. All right, my two keys. Up first, more Monangai, more better. When we're talking about how this team can get into the end zone.
So creative.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More
Don't
better.
so creative me score touchdowns.
I love your
Azumah. Yes, more Monangai, more better. We're not getting him involved enough. 7 carries last week for only 24 yards. DeAndre Swift had 11 carries. Maybe he was hurt. Maybe that's 18 carries between the two of them isn't enough. 7 carries is still not enough for me for Kyle Monangai. And when they get in the red zone, when you talk about the war of attrition, you talked about, sending that shock down the offensive player's back when you hit a guy early. Mm-hmm. Well, running backs can do the same thing, setting the tone from the reverse side of the ball. And I just think Monangai getting involved early and starting to win that war of attrition and put some fatigue on those guys is going to help a guy like DeAndre Swift. And I also think there was times, like if you watch in the red zone against the Ravens in the first drive, they run DeAndre Swift and he cuts back. And if he had just stayed with his blockers, he would have walked into the end zone or at least had a one-on-one with the safety up top to who's going to win at the goal line. And I just feel like Kyle Monangai does that. Kyle's not going to, start improvising off what the play is the way DeAndre Swift does. DeAndre Swift does things that are special, but I just think there's times where they need to implement Kyle Monangai in the way he runs downhill, 1,000%. And I'm still not seeing enough Monangai for my liking. I think he could really be a difference maker for this team.
Let me ask you a question. Are you seeing enough creativity with this offense?
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, you can't have the amount of explosive plays they've had at this point without saying that.
But do you think that they're creative, especially in the red zone?
I mean, the stats would say no.
Like, what needs to change?
I mean, what
Better than
needs
what
to
I've seen in the past.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good question. Steven, do you have any input?
For me, it's the short yardage situations. That's what needs to improve right now. We've seen 3 QB sneak attempts this year. I don't believe any of them were successful. These are small little mental mistakes. These are things where on one of those QB sneaks, there's no fullback, or in our case, a tight end acting as a fullback pushing Caleb Williams. Like, these are little things that could get cleaned up. I mean, there was one time where Caleb looked like he may have gone to the wrong gap. These are such little nuanced things that if you just get the small thing figured out, you have much better results. So you're not extending drives. I mean, we've seen some fourth down, not conversions on fourth downs, and it's not going to get you anywhere. That's a drive killer, and it's just giving the ball back, and that's going to kill that red zone efficiency that we were just talking about.
I would like to see a change of pace with the offense. You know, the offense always huddles up, and they get their formation set, and they run a play. I would like to see them change the pace up sometimes and come up and run a little bit of hurry up, run a little bit of spread.
A little
tempo to knock people off balance. Look, we're not short of weapons. We have weapons that can go deep. We have weapons that can strike in the middle of the football field. We have those weapons. I think a change of pace would be good, you know, and for the Bears offense to kind of get going and catch these guys off balance defensively. So to see a change of pace is something that I think that they could work on as well, especially for this game.
They ran an option on the goal line last year. I'm seeing it's better. It's better than it's been in the past. I can say that. I've seen the Matt Nagy offense. You know, I've seen the Shane offense. It is better. Yes, can it improve? Yes, but I've seen a whole hell of a lot worse in years past.
I will say this, after the first down play where Swift messes up and doesn't follow his blocks, then on the second down, they're in shotgun and run into Monangai, and that play got blown up. Stay under center. Like, I like it too. Like, I agree with you on that.
Yeah,
I would stay under center there. So, you know,
and not jump off sides, because we love doing that as well.
Yeah,
we love starting off when the ball is first and 15, first and 20. We love that.
Yeah,
that has to stop also. Like that's the first thing that you can actually control that.
Well, and I think
you can control that.
I think at this point, too, it by any means necessary to get in the end zone. And if they can't figure it out in the red zone, then they need to do some design runs for Caleb as well.
Yeah.
Now you have an extra blocker with your running back, and he obviously has the capability of doing it. So
move the pocket as well.
Yeah.
Am I seeing that?
All right. My final key here for the blueprint to beating the Bengals is, now that Shamar Turner is out for a year, unfortunately, with a torn ACL.
Damn.
In comes Austin Booker. And so I'm going to say this. Show us Austin Booker.
Yes, I like
that. Because all we hear is about how great he could be. And now you have an opportunity to show who you are. This is your opportunity to provide a much-needed spark on this defensive line, who has their pass rush has been non-existent. And if Austin Booker can come in here and do what all the fans have been hyping it up, then the Bears are going to have, you know, what they need on that defensive line. That's somebody that can get to the damn quarterback. And to me, Austin Booker has an opportunity in front of him. And, you know, I'm rooting for him, but I need him to show us.